So as you guys know, I had a water leak in the truck, so I had water getting into the back cab, and it was going in through the air pressure, or I think they're called like air pressure vents in the back, or cabin pressure vents. So I decided to go ahead and do a mold test. So I got one of these here off of Amazon. Of course, you're gonna be able to find the link in the description down below. It comes with 5 tests, so we're able to use some of the Petri dishes to test the air quality in the kitchen, also in our washer, and of course in the truck. So we're gonna start off with is we're gonna look at the washer to see what kind of mold we were able to get from the washer. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know that what we did was it wasn't a swab test, it was an air test. So what we do is we get these little Petri dishes, we open it up, let it sit there for an hour, and then we close it up, and we let these sit for about 5 days in a warm, dark area to let these things grow. Now, this kit does come with a little swatch guide here to help you kind of try to identify what you have there. But this swatch is about, I don't know, about 1/2 inch thick. And so they all look very similar. But at the end of the day, they all say pretty much disinfect and steam. So it looks like steam is a good killer here. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the washing machine. So go ahead and open it up, honey. All right, so after setting the washing machine, that's what we have. So what does this say? Is this bad? Is this good?
Well, it's there. So the colony forming units, so CFU. So these are each colonies. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and it looks like a 4th grown there. So 1 colony, 2, 3, and 4.
So there's 4 colonies in there. Now, is that considered bad? Is that considered good? I mean, is this normal?
Typically with air, and especially because we left it out for about an hour, like anything below 100 is good for air quality. So
Below 100 what?
CFUs, colony forming units. So
okay, and right here we have, so right here we have 3, and that's way less than 100. So we're doing pretty good as far as inside the washing machine.
Yes. And then in terms of types, it just depends. We'd have to look to see if we can identify like visually what they are. But the one you really don't want is like black mold. But that doesn't look like black mold, so I think we're okay.
All right. So now, where is mold found?
Everywhere. It's in the air, it's in the environment, so it can be found anywhere.
All right. So no matter what, no matter where we open one of these, you're gonna find it. So, and that's what I noticed too on this kit, that it mentions you can put them up in the HVAC, and then you can see what kind of mold you got in your HVAC. So no matter what we do, we can't escape it. So let's go ahead and we're going to move into the kitchen. All right, let's see how many colonies we have here.
These guys are smaller and a little different. We got different types. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's make sure there's none on the side there. That's a piece of plastic. So 9 total.
So a total of 9 colonies, and you said 100 colonies is bad. And right here it looks like we have a Heinz 57, so we have different ones.
Yeah.
Yep, and so now this is in the kitchen, and we put this near the sink. So keep in mind that we also have, just like in any house, you know, you have your sink and you have whatever gases may be coming back up through your drains. So I can imagine that's why this one was a little bit more, it had a little bit more activity and more cultures in it.
Yeah, and it kind of looks even, there's some that are shiny that may be yeast instead, because I know yeast can grow on these plates as well, so could be as well.
All right. Now we're gonna go and jump in the truck. Let's head on out to the truck and see what we got. Whoa. Okay, so whenever I had that water leak, and a lot of you guys know that you can replace the air pressure vents in the truck just by popping them out with a long screwdriver. And you know, you stick the screwdriver in between the bed and the cab, and you just pop them out, and then you can, you know, just shove them back in by getting underneath the truck. Well, I decided to rip out the carpet because it was wet, and I knew that more likely I had some kind of mold growing in there. And whenever I did look underneath the seat, the back seat, there was some kind of a twig growing back there. I don't know what the heck that was, but more likely it's some type of mold that was growing back there. So this little brown spot right here looks probably like it's related to that little twig that was growing. Now, whenever I lifted up the carpet, I used this mold killer to spray on the carpet after it dried out a little bit. So you can also find a link to this mold control spray in the description below. So what do you see is going on here?
Well, we could look at the number of colonies. This one I can't tell. It might be 2 that have grown together, since there's kind of a little different color going there. So I would say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I can't tell. That might be a 7th that's really tiny right there, growing as well. So.
Okay. All right, so it looks like we got 7 in the truck. Wow, I was hoping that this was going to be a lot lower than that.
Sure.
Yeah, the washer's doing a lot better than my truck is.
Well, it could also be because we had the door open and it was open to the outside when you opened and closed it. So that could have brought some air from the inside and brought some different mold in there as well. And then it's also, I mean, it's still low because, I mean, anything like under 10 is fantastic, so.
That is true. Yeah, 100 is pretty bad, and just a few like this isn't so bad. But still, you know, it makes me realize, okay, so I have some mold that's in the truck, or could be in the truck. We did this on a rainy day, so there's a lot of moisture in the air. Maybe that could have factored in as well. And so at least now I know, okay, I got to be a little bit more conscious about what's going on inside the truck. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and get the carpet steam cleaned. And then I'm going to go ahead and run this test again. Luckily, this kit comes with 5, so we've already used up 3 of them. I got 2 more to go. And at the same time, I'm also going to try and identify what type of molds we got here. So if you're a biologist out there, you're watching this, look at these pieces of mold and you tell me in the comments below, what kind of molds do you think these are? Let me see if I can get this here to focus. There we go. Here we go, a little bit closer. Look at that. All right, guys, so if you guys have a leak in your truck and you're wondering if you have some mold growing in your truck, try one of these tests here. You can get them on Amazon. Use the link in the description down below. Check and see what you got going on in there. Get your carpet steam cleaned, and then go back and run the test again and see if it's looking better in there. And yeah, so thanks a lot, you guys, for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload another video.